All right. So as always, this isn't a reaction channel. All I do is I go out, I find interesting clips on the internet, I put them together, and I share them with you guys. So let's check them out.
They literally recorded her giving the money.
The petitioner, Brenda Brown, hands cash money to the homeless person, not only for signing the California
Look right
ballot
there.
initiative, but also as payment for them to register to vote. That is a federal felony. And it didn't just
That's
happen
bad.
once. It happened over and
Fine
over
votes.
and over again.
You don't even care.
We personally witnessed and covertly filmed this happening at least 28 times over the span of our investigation.
wrong?
And that is just in Los Angeles.
Oh my God.
Where are you from?
Louisiana, Texas area.
How long you been in San Francisco?
Since June. If you're gonna be homeless, it's pretty fucking easy here. I mean, if we're gonna be realistic, they pay you to be homeless here.
When you said that San Francisco pays people to be homeless, what did you mean by that? You mean that literally?
Yeah, I mean, I get $620 a month, dude.
From general assistance, or would you? How was that hard to get?
Fucking phone call, bro.
Wow.
Fucking phone call. 200 food stamps and $620 cash a month.
Wow.
Forget about it. Why wouldn't I do it? You know, it's fucking free money, dude. This right now is literally by choice. Literally by choice. Like, why would I want to pay rent? I'm not doing shit. I got a fucking cell phone that I have Amazon Prime and Netflix on.
$620 a month plus 200 in food stamps for a complete non-contributor to society? Straighten this guy out, put that money towards a rehab, get him clean, get him a job, put him in a McDonald's uniform, something. These politicians just want all of us to just work and break our backs so that other people can literally sit on the sidewalk and hang out all day. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Yeah, really, $620 a month when you don't have any bills. That's actually quite a bit of money. I mean, if you don't have a car payment, you don't have rent, you don't have a mortgage, $620, that can get you through an entire month, no problem. Plus, on top of it, I think he said $200 in food stamps. Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, why should he get a job if he's okay? If he's okay living like, not having the luxuries of life, why not?
I can't take it.
Absolute patriot.
How do you feel about the war?
I'm Persian, so I support Donald Trump 100%. The Islamic regime, women, they 50,000 people in 2 days. A lot of them believe death in all of Americans, so I fully 100% support Donald Trump.
You said you're Persian, but there's no imminent threat to the United States. Most people here
I'm
are
biased,
not.
right? I'm obviously biased because I'm Persian. And I understand why people wouldn't want war to happen. I understand that fully.
I don't know if you're biased, you just have your opinion. But
Yeah, exactly. My dad grew up in Iran. He had to flee the country when he was 14. Again, fully support Donald Trump with the supreme leader.
Yeah.
But do you understand how Americans feel that this had nothing to do with us? We're not.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
There's no imminent threat.
Yeah, I understand. Again, I'm Persian, so when I see women who are being because they're not wearing the scarf over their head, I feel connection to that. I mean, that's not right. But I do see what you're saying about America not having anything to do with Iran's problems, but stand with Trump.
Patriot.
So I look at this and it says certified Angus beef brand. What is a CHO's tenderloin steak? Well, it's a tenderloin steak, but dude, is that? I mean,
I don't even know.
it looks like freaking glued meat. It was a steak, but look, it's just solid. I'm not playing around, guys. This is nothing. I've never seen nothing like this. And I'm a butcher. I have butchered meat all my life.
All right, so maybe I misunderstood something, but that said certified Angus beef brand. So it's not technically certified Angus beef. That's just the name of the company is certified Angus beef. That's manipulative, right?
If you agree with this statement, then stand up and show your support. The first duty of the American government is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens.
Yes. And not a single Democrat stands up because they believe in protecting immigrants over citizens.
She believes it's absolutely factual that if you're born a man, you can't ever be a woman.
Well, no fucking shit.
She says it's a matter of fact.
Try to debunk this because it is scientifically proven.
Well, biologically, she's correct.
Yeah. Not to be continued. End of discussion. Thank you.
But there are human beings here that feel that they are a woman. And I'm not saying that they're right or they're wrong.
No, they're wrong.
What I'm saying is, when you introduce this level of hate into a debate, rationality goes out of the window.
There's the hate.
People are really crazy. They're crazy, okay? Like, mentally ill.
And it becomes just an adversarial argument. There is...
See, she's just making stuff up now. When you introduce hate into the argument, there was zero hate in the argument. They were just stating facts. And she didn't like it, so now she's saying, oh, you're hating. There's no hate.
There's no right or wrong in this.
You're retarded.
And I don't think she's in any way contributed in a productive way to us getting to a point where we can have a responsible conversation around this.
Pull a stunt like this again, yeah? And I'll chop your dick off.
As an American, remember how during Black Friday, it basically became a trend for all these stores to put fake discounts on all of their products? Well, I guess Walmart is now doing it, but it's not even the holidays. Because this person went in to buy some blueberries and noticed that the tag was literally removable, and Walmart allegedly put a fake discount acting like the product was half off when the whole time it cost $4.96. Like, most people in the comments are not even mad, they're just confused. Because it doesn't make sense how it's legal for a corporation as big as Walmart to do this to their customers.
Yeah, I mean, Amazon is notorious for doing this, their Amazon Prime days, a lot of fake sales. Kohl's, the clothing store, was also notorious for doing this. They would, take like a $15 t-shirt, and then a week or two before a sale, they would raise the price of that $15 t-shirt to, say, $20. And then on the day of the sale, they would drop it down to $15, where is actually what the price of the t-shirt is anyways.
So I have a friend who is close to the president, and I said to him at the time that the documents were released, about a year ago, I said, thank God that the president finally released the remaining documents. And he said, no, he didn't. I said, yeah, he did. He was compelled by law. Congress passed a law twice compelling the president to release all documents related to the Kennedy assassination. He said, there are 10,000 documents that are never going to be released. And I said, why? And he said, because every single one of them points directly at Israel. And I said, oh man, that's not one that I was thinking of. He says that the Israelis were so angry that A, John Kennedy wouldn't give them nuclear technology, but more importantly, B, he was actively trying to disrupt the Israelis from acquiring nuclear technology, and they decided they had to take him out.
Speaking of ICE in Minnesota, while leftists were stomping through the streets of Minneapolis and CNN was happy to give him a gold star for it, here's who ICE was arresting. This guy's name is Mahad Abulkadir Yusuf. He's a Somalian illegal alien sex offender who was living in Minneapolis. He was previously convicted of first-degree criminal sexual assault for forcing a victim to perform oral sex on him multiple times back in 2016. He's also been arrested for first-degree assault, and he's got an active warrant from 2024 for obstructing police. Now, ICE says they had previously tried to arrest him at his apartment, but the building manager blocked them from entry and protected the sex offender. So they had to launch a targeted operation in order to arrest him, which took more time and cost even more taxpayer money. This
happened in Boston also about a month ago, where ICE agents were on their way to arrest a rapist. Again, YouTube, I said rapist as in the fruit, so don't delete my video. But yeah, the ICE agents were on their way to arrest this guy, and left-wing lunatic nutjob protesters decided to get in the way of them, block their cars, and prevent them from going to arrest this rapist, which they successfully did. They stopped ICE from going to arrest him. Luckily, later on that day, they were able to catch up with the guy and arrest him. But of course, the news didn't cover that, right? The news didn't cover who they were going to arrest. They didn't cover who was blocking them and stopping them from arresting him and who they were protecting. Of course, the news didn't tell you about that.
This is who leftists are putting their lives on the line to defend. When you go pick a fight with ICE in the street and keep them from doing their job, you're keeping them from arresting a guy who forced a woman to perform oral sex on him multiple times and who has assaulted people in the country whose immigration laws he is knowingly violating. You're not protecting Anne Frank. You're protecting Mahad, the serial rapist. So congratulations on being the world's most useful idiots.
Yeah, I'm saying they should stop making that
biggest threat to
symbol.
civilization, radical Islam or Christianity? Let's go ahead and check the scorecard over the last couple of weeks in this country.
Here's what jihadis have done in the U.S. in the last week. 1 shoots up a bar in Austin, Texas, kills 2, shoots 14. Another one lights a Molotov cocktail and throws it at Christians in New York City. Another one throws a nail bomb or shrapnel IED at Christians in New York City. Another one tries to bomb a Southwest flight going from Nashville to Fort Lauderdale. Another one throws another IED shouting Allahu Akbar at a protest near Gracie Mansion in New York City. Another one makes a bomb threat and forces a plane to land in Atlanta. Another one drops a bomb threat at Kansas City Airport. And the DHS is reporting that jihadi threats against churches across the U.S. right now are completely exploding. Radical Islam, for some reason, is the one religion that the left will fight for till their dying breath, for whatever reason. And Christianity is somehow always the problem. Funny how that works.
I think she has a point.
I think we need to make it clear that there can be no comparison between the Black Lives Matter movement and what we saw on January 6th. I just want to make that clear.
I want to be clear in how I
I love
this.
that.
Mostly a protest. It is
Everything's
not,
burning.
Mostly a protest.
All right, let's stop for a second. Your f***ing summer of love thing lasted months. At least weeks.
Yes.
Best I could tell, J6 is about 2 to 3 hours and done. So just by nature, whether it was an illness or was COVID or was anything you don't want in a society, a divorce. You know, you go, I had a horrible divorce. Horrible. How long did it take? It was from about noon on Wednesday till 3:30. I'd go, well, f*** you. I got for 3 years.
Yeah.
Are you kidding? No, mine was worse.
Yeah.
Well, how could it be worse? How could it be worse just in the length of time? Like you go, what's horrible? Horrible. A riot is horrible. Okay, a riot is horrible. All right. If a riot lasts 30 days, that's horrible. If a riot lasts 1 day, that's much less horrible, even if everything is completely equal. It's still 30 times less than your f***ing riots.
Yeah.
Also, you franchised your riots. We had our riot in one spot. So what if somebody said, well, it's the worst thing ever, but it only took place in Birmingham, Alabama, and it was from noon to 3. Well, yours is all over the country and takes place night after night in multiple locations. So you're already 30 times as bad, and it's spread out. It's going on simultaneously. You're rioting in Portland, and you're rioting in Seattle, and you're rioting in Virginia. All right, so in Minneapolis, obviously. Okay, so.
All right, y'all. I just witnessed Coca-Cola being straight up out here prejudice against straight people. I saw another creator talk about this. I'll tag his name below. I had to look this up to make sure it was true. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so on the Coca-Cola website, you can personalize your cans to say whatever you want, right? Okay, so I typed in the word gay. As you can see, no problem putting it on the Coke can. So then I typed lesbian. No issue. I even typed bisexual. No problems, right there. I typed pansexual. And then I typed trans. Boom. So how is it when I type straight, this happened? It says the name or phrase you've submitted is not permitted. Names and phrases may not be permitted if they belong to a business, organization, celebrity, public figure, school, team, or other trademark, are religious or political in nature, or could be considered inappropriate or unsuitable for other reasons. So how is it that gay, lesbian, bisexual, trans, pansexual are all suitable but straight isn't?
The white men don't have to do anything to suppress black people, sweetheart. Black people are doing it all by themselves. Y'all love to try to blame the white man for everything. Let me just tell you, the white man ain't forcing you to go to the liquor store every weekend. The white man not forcing you to go to the club every weekend. The white man not forcing you to drink lean. He not forcing you to pop Percocets. He's not forcing you to have all these illegitimate bastard-ass kids. The
He's
white
trying to
man
get you
is
to do
not
the opposite
forcing
of
you
those
to
things.
do none of it. You are willingly participating in this mess of a life. So don't sit in my face and try to tell me what the white man is doing to you. They did it to them. We the product of what they did to them. Now it's up to us to change the way we think, change the way that we eat, change the way that we do things, change the places that we go to, change the people that we're procreating with. Change. But no, y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all want to hear some shit that's toxic. That's what y'all want to hear. Man.
Is not Baghdad. This is your average day at an American synagogue where the religion of peace takes to the streets dressed as suicide bombers to beat up New Yorkistan's remaining Jews. The media still won't let us hear the end of this fake performance by the SPLC's Charlottesville show choir and what they pretend Trump said, but the Grand Mufti of America's largest city can justify the entire third world goose-stepping down Jewish neighborhoods with Hezbollah flags and calling them Nazis, while vandalizing Holocaust memorials with swastikas. This thing we've imported can bring his primitive poop throwing from his 7th century planet and chant for the death of all Americans.
They're not sending their best.
But you'll never hear about this anywhere else because these same media outlets are too busy idolizing those who think raping Jews is justified.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if rapes happen on October 7th.
All right, that's all I got for you today. As always, head down to the comments section. Let me know your thoughts on any of the clips that we watched today. And thank you for watching.